Now, as we all know, the President of the Republic of Kenya had planted one of his men to become the Iebc chair, but it seems things are not working out as he thought. I mean, the person that President William Ruto was counting on to become the next Iebc chairman is none other than the former East African Court Judge Charles Nyachae. But the Kenya Youth Organization KYO has expressed reservations about Nyachae's suitability to chair the Independent Electoral Boundaries Commission (IEBC). Nyachae is among the 11 candidates shortlisted for the electoral agency chair job and will be interviewed to assess his suitability in the exercise slated to start on Monday, March 24th, 2025. Now, the others include former Judiciary Chief Registrar Anne Amadi, Abdulkadir Lorot Ramadan, Edward Katama Ngoia, Erastus Edang Edokon, Francis Kakai Kissinger, Joy Brenda Masinde Modivo, Jacob Ngwele Mvengei, Lilian Wanjiko Manegene, Robert Akumu Asembo, and Saul Simiyu Wasilwa. Now, at the end of the oral interviews, KYO has submitted a memoranda to the IEBC selection panel raising objections against one Nyachae's candidature. In the memorandum, the lobby group drew attention to several issues that they think may compromise the former judge of the East African Court's ability to lead the IEBC effectively. First, KYO claimed Nyachae's background and qualifications do not align with the expectations outlined in Chapter 6 of the 2010 Constitution, which provides the ethical and moral standards for leadership and integrity in public office. The group outlined the perceived lack of transparency in Nyachae's past actions and professional conduct. I quote them. The chairperson of the IEBC must be a figure who commands public trust, and any perception of bias or unethical conduct undermines the credibility of the commission and the electoral process itself, KYO's President John Mark Ababu said. Now, the memorandum highlights a series of concerns regarding Nyachae's previous engagements that have led to public doubts about his impartiality. Given the delicate nature of the position, the memorandum argues that such concerns are not justifiable risks for the future of Kenya's democratic integrity. KYO further argued that individuals seeking public office, particularly in critical commissions like the IEBC, must demonstrate a high level of ethical behavior both in their professional and personal lives. The lobby group raised concerns that Nyachae's professional history may not meet the stringent ethical requirements outlined in the 2010 Constitution, thus placing into question his ability to serve impartially and without prejudice. The memorandum stresses that selecting a leader for the IEBC who lacks a proven track record of impartiality could severely undermine public confidence in the election process, both domestically and internationally. Ababu added. Now, KYO argued the selection panel to put into consideration the diverse views and concerns of the public in order to ensure that the candidate chosen to lead the IEBC is viewed as credible and trustworthy by all Kenyans. Now, one thing that we all must understand, not everybody loves Nyachae. And one thing with Nyachae is that Nyachae has had previous relationship and even professional work, professional and political affiliations to one President William Ruto, who is the President of the Republic of Kenya. Now, we are not only putting the credibility of one Nyachae at risk here, we will also look at that of the chief of the former Judiciary Chief Registrar. that is Amadi. Amadi, before quitting from the office of the judiciary registrar, this lady was accused of being involving in a scandal worth billions of shillings, where she went ahead to resign before she was fired, or even before she was, taken to court. Now come to Nyachae. Nyachae, back in the year 2013 to 2017, he was one of those that supported President William Ruto, then as a deputy president, and Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta in their campaign then, when they were campaigning through the Uhuru ticket. And Nyachae, after William Ruto and and Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta won the government, he was rewarded as an ambassador of Kenya in Tanzania. Now, he served in that capacity until in the year 2022. Now, before 2022, he was withdrawn by President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta because Nyachae decided to sow his allegiance to who? To William Ruto, and support William Ruto. So he supported the government of William Ruto, the campaigns of William Ruto, and campaigned for William Ruto in the Kisii and Nyamira regions. So after William Ruto won the election, Nyachae expected either to be deployed somewhere else as an ambassador or to be given a high position in the government of the day. But President William Ruto did not have something that could accommodate Nyachae then. Now, an opportunity to put Nyachae in a place that he might play the most critical position of ensuring that President William Ruto maintains his presidency for the second term has come. And that is making sure that Nyachae wins or is selected as the Iebc chairperson. Now, the Kenyan commissions, or the young youths and different bodies in the country who are bodies that seek for the constitution to be followed to the latter, have questioned this, and that is why they have petitioned to the Iebc selection panel that will on Monday next week be doing the interviews of both Nyachae, Amadi, and the rest, because there are 11 candidates, to make sure that one credibility or one track record of Charles Nyachae is put to the record and is scrutinized to the latter, because they believe that even the Iebc selection panel has been compromised to make sure that Nyachae becomes the next Iebc chair. So if Nyachae, who is a friend to President William Ruto, becomes the next Iebc chair, we all should be worried that it won't be a fair elections come the year 2027. It will just be like another 2022, a repetition of 2022. Are we together? So to make sure that the situation of the year 2022 doesn't repeat itself, we must go ahead to seek the selection panel not to choose people that have already sworn their allegiance to President William Ruto. Are we together? One thing that we are saying, hatutaki dynasty tena, because this is what is going to be built by President William Ruto if Nyachae becomes the next Iebc chair. What is your take? Leave your comment in the comment section, and what you think about this petition that has been given forward. The Iebc selection panel has been argued to drop Charles Nyachae over integrity issues. Make sure you subscribe. This is the Kenyan Daily Report. See you in our next video.